Hey folks, so I'm out here in my backyard with my neighbor and my son who are making gingerbread houses.
Which one is the sun?
I'll let them figure it out. Anyway, check this out.
1, 2,
Oh, there's a big
3,
one. Check him out.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, there's one next close to the soil down there.
I already got that one. That's 7.
Where is he? There he is.
That's just on this one
I
plant.
can't put the man on the roof anymore.
That's crazy.
Because it fell over.
Well, I don't think they eat aphids.
Yeah, it's in The Hungry Caterpillar.
Oh, they do?
Isn't that? Remember that book, The Hungry Caterpillar?
I guess. Look at them go.
Yeah, but they're not really doing. The plant has never died because of aphid population, you know? I think it's part of the natural balance.
So what I learned last time is that they don't hang out on the plant when they go into the chrysalis stage. They actually go somewhere else. Look at that. That's so cool. Good morning, everybody. So it's the morning after, and they're still hanging out. I thought they might have left or gone somewhere else because that's what happened last time I saw monarchs on these bushes. The last suite of caterpillars that I had, I found them all over the patio, half eaten. I don't know if that was from birds or from my cat. I don't let my cat out here unless he's supervised, so I don't think it was the cat. But in any event, they're still hanging out, man, doing their thing. So this is really exciting. I'm gonna have to get more of these milkweeds for next year. So it looks like they like to hang out in the shade of the pot during the daytime. I noticed a big fat lizard kind of like hanging out around here, and it was hard for me to scare him away. So I think that's what's been eating these caterpillars. But in any event, they seem to like shade during the day, so I'm trying to create a little bit of habitat for them. I put this old saguaro boot, which coincidentally I already had. I don't know if you can see it right there. A little caterpillar, and they're all kind of hanging out near the ground where it's a little bit cooler, where the soil is moist. So that's where they're going during the daytime, and I guess they come out at night to feed. That's really cool, Joey. What's his name? Or her name?
Katie.
Katie? Hey, don't move him. Hang on. Wow, look at that. That is so cool. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Boy, if I was a lizard, I wouldn't want to eat that. That just looks...
Oh my god, it pooped on me.
It pooped on you. You see if he climbs onto a plant? She. That's more like it, huh?
Yep.
And here's day 2. We're still out and about, chomping on the milkweed. Yeah, I'm looking at you. All right, so it's 2 mornings after I originally ran into these little guys, and it looks like the mulch, or I should say the saguaro boot and this little pot is actually working pretty well. I turned this over, and I found out that they are hanging out down there. So they must like the shade and something to hang off of. There's one on the side of the pot right there. There's another guy. Boy, he's a big one. Right there. Hopefully we'll get some cocoons pretty soon. But they are getting bigger. So that's a good sign.
Dad, can Jax come out for a little bit?
Nope.
Oh.
Folks, so I guess this is the third day after the evening that I discovered those caterpillars. You can see they did quite a number on this milkweed, which is fine. That's the reason I planted it. But you'll also notice that they're gone for the most part. I found them actually, I found a few of them walking on my hot bricks in my backyard, trying to find a place, I assume, to hang off of and make their cocoons. And last time this happened, I found a whole bunch of half-eaten caterpillars, probably because of all the lizards I got back here. So I found 4 of them around the yard in places that weren't that great, I think, for caterpillars, because I just don't have the greatest habitat back here. I got to work on this brick. So what I've done in the interim is I created a little habitat for the 4 that I was able to find. Put a little bit of water in there, some plants that they can munch on, and something that they can hang off of, hopefully. Keeping these guys in the shade, creating a little bit of habitat might increase their chances for survival, but also be fun for me and the kids to actually see what happens here. All right, so it's nighttime, and I thought I'd come out here and check out how they're doing. And lo and behold, there's one right there that's starting to make a cocoon. There's one right there. There's another one right there. There's another one in the back over there. It's hanging. So it looks like they're all kind of going into their cocoon stage at the same time. There's another one hanging off the plant. So as soon as they go into their cocoon stage, I'll just remove the lid off this thing so that they can fly away when they're ready to fly away. Really fascinating. All right, folks, so it's the following afternoon, the day after I migrated some of these caterpillars into this aquarium for their protection. And you can see here that I've got cocoons. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to see these guys come out. There's 1, 2, there's one more here on the top, right there. There's another one kind of hanging out underneath this log, right there. And then there's one more that I can see in this plant, right there. So I'm pretty excited about this. Oh, and I forgot, I put this little pot out here so when they come out, they won't be trapped inside the pot, and they can actually figure things out and go on their way. And on this one, you can see that we've got 2 more in there, which is really cool. Good morning, folks. It's Friday, and I'm just checking in on things. And you can see that this guy is kind of interesting. He's got a different shade of color. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll find out shortly.
The caterpillar didn't make it, Dad.
Yeah, I don't know. And then this guy right here who's just beautiful. Look at that gold ring around the cocoon. So I'll try to get a better view of it right there. But that's really fascinating. And then I've got another one that's under this little log, and he's white. And again, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. They look like they're progressing. I mean, it's just they've got different colors, so go figure. There's my cat, who is only allowed out here supervised because I don't like him killing birds or lizards. But in any event, let's see how these other guys are doing over here. So there are those guys. Exposure's a little hard right now, but it looks like they're doing okay too. So things are progressing. It's taking some time for this to play itself out, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. Hi folks, it's Friday afternoon, and since I wasn't at work this afternoon, I had a few minutes to do a little bit of research on monarchs. And I found out that they really do have to be placed properly in order to be able to hang upside down extend their wings and let fluids flow into the same. So I found a great website that gave me some pretty good guidance on how to do this. This is my first time ever harvesting and hanging chrysalises, which is another thing I learned. Butterflies produce chrysalises, or caterpillars produce chrysalises, and moths are what come out of cocoons. So you learn something new every day. Anyway, bottom line is that I managed to harvest 6. There's one more that didn't fully go into the chrysalis stage, but I'll take these 6. That's fine. And what's interesting is that 2 of them are white. That's why I have them separated. I don't know if they're diseased or if they're a genetic mutation. Well, I have to do a little bit more research on this, but just to be sure, for now, I'm keeping them separate, and I definitely need to create a better habitat for these guys for when they emerge. Check this out, guys. I found one more hanging out on the side of this pot over here on my patio. So he managed to make it all the way from over there, where the milkweed are, right there, all the way over here. Must have climbed up the leg and made it onto the side of the pot. I'll probably relocate him as well, just so he has room to expand his wings. Okay, folks, I had to move my aquarium indoors because we've had a couple freezing nights, and I wasn't really sure what that would do to the chrysalises. So I brought them in, and my wife just informed me that one of these little guys came out. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I saw a wing in there.
You did?
Yeah.
It looks like we've got a success here, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, and so what I've done now is move the aquarium outside so that the butterfly can fly off when he or she is ready. And I put it close to some new plants that I actually just planted in my backyard to help with pollinators like this little guy, so that hopefully he'll be able to fuel up before he goes off to wherever he's going to go. And as you can see here, he's moved. And how about that? There's another little guy right there. He's coming to visit, I guess. Anyway, looks like he's just kind of hanging out, waiting for his wings to dry out before he takes off, but I think this guy's going to do okay. Hey, it's Saturday morning, and I just woke up, and 3 more butterflies came out. So I'm going to take the tank outside. Looks like I got a couple more that are about ready to come out the back, but I'm speaking softly because I don't want to wake up my family, but I'm going to take these guys outside so they can fly off. I had these guys outside of the aquarium for a few minutes, but it's a little windy today, so I figured I'd let them dry out their wings without so much movement. But I wanted to make sure to get this outdoors so that they can split when they're ready. Wow, look how pretty they are. Check them out. Beautiful. So this morning I quickly checked online and found out that if you mix 1 part sugar to 4 parts water and put it in a sponge, preferably a yellow one, which they're attracted to, that's a way to help them fuel up for their trip. You can see this guy's just pumping away at that sponge, so it seems to work pretty well. I think this is a male because of that little dot on his wing, the one near the bottom, because he looks different from this one right here, which I think is a female because she doesn't have that little dot. Well, my son just woke up and he got a chance to say farewell to who was this, Katie?
I guess.
Yeah? Wow.
Not all Hot Wheels?
We'll see. And one just flew off. I guess she didn't like all the attention I was giving her. There's another one. This guy just came out. Wow, so all that fluid must be in the abdomen and then they pump it into the wings. Wow. So these are the last two that are left. I'd say that this was a pretty successful little experiment. Purchasing a little milkweed and taking care of caterpillars is pretty rewarding in the long run if you just have a little bit of patience and take care of these guys. So it was a lot of fun.